All right. Welcome in to another build video. Today's going to be Stam Sorc. This is going to be a Cyrodiil non-proc build. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Experimented with Imperial. I like Imperial for my Stam Sorc. I'm not going to make Imperial everything, but Imperial for my Stam Sorc has been feeling nice. Like I said, I'm not just going to go ahead and make everything Imperial. I'll probably just leave it as my Stam Sorc and that's it. But it's been nice. You can probably do any of the Stam races, to be honest. Nord would be good. Imperial or Orc. I would stick to those three if you're trying to be competitive, though. Alright, so Imperial, Stam Sorc, we're still the Steed. Or Zorgas. Okay, there's that. Sets. So this is a dual-wield back bar and a 2H front bar. I've got infused stam recovery and infused weapon damage shackle breaker pieces. Okay, so we go 2 jewelry and then 3 body. So I go heavy chest and heavy legs. By the way, this is 4 medium and 3 heavy. Okay, and then you're going to want 1 medium shoulder piece. Tri-stat on the big pieces. And stamina on the little pieces. I go 1 reinforce, the chest piece, and then I go 6 end pin. Okay, so I go 1 piece blood spawn. This is going to be the third heavy piece. Also tri-stat, also end pin. Alright, and then the front bar, we go Hunding's Rage. And I go Sharpened Greatsword. Poisons, I usually rock poisons on the front, so I can go Weapon Enchant on the back. I go Infused, and I go Decisive. You can kind of just play around. Best in slot back bar, I don't really use, like, Rending Slash, so it's not super important that it's Nirnhone and Sharpen. I actually go Deadly Cloak. I go Quick Cloak. We'll talk about that when we get to the skills part. I go Infused, though, just so it's a higher chance for the weapon damage proc, and honestly, I should have some other enchant on this, like a poison enchant, or a lightning enchant, or almost anything other than just this. I'm glad I caught this mistake. I'll fix that, but you probably would want X trait and X trait here on the back bar. What's important, though, is Sharpened on the front, and Greatsword. Feels great out here. Okay, so moving on to skills, and then we'll finish off with the champion points. Skills. Back bar. Hurricane. Resolving Vigor. Quick Cloak. Quick Cloak does a couple things. Gives you Major Expedition. It gives you Major Evasion. And then it does like an AoE. A little bit of damage, but like I was talking about, that AoE damage has a chance to proc your weapon damage enchant. As well as whatever enchant you have on the offhand too. Okay, so we go Quick Cloak and Dark Deal. Ball of Lightning. You can guess why I'm using Ball of Lightning over Streak. This is a preference thing. I like Ball of Lightning because it's so defensively oriented. And there's a lot of Mag Sorcs I feel like this patch. So Ball of Lightning, especially this patch, probably goes a long way. Total preference, your call. I'm going to stick with Ball of Lightning, though. Okay, then I go Undo. Well, Temporal Guard, I'm sorry. For the minor protection, it's basically what it's for. Sometimes we use Undo. Sometimes it comes in handy. Mostly for the minor protection on the back bar. Also, in order to get the Psijic Order Barrier, you need at least 1 Psijic Order skill. It allows us to use this, or have it active. This is the Psijic Order passive. It's that tiny little shield, but it's pretty nice. Everything, you know, that you get in PvP ends up working out and helping you out. You know, any little advantage. Which one is it? Yeah, 2500. It's pretty good. Just to have it free as a passive. Alright, so moving on. Front bar, I've got Crit Surge. Dizzying Swing, yes. Crit Surge over Rally. You don't need Rally. If you've been in my stream, you've seen the gameplay. You've seen you don't need it. If you've got Crit Surge active and you need health, Ball of Lightning, Vigor up, Dark Conversion, excuse me. Assuming your buffs are up. That's usually what it is though. A Vigor, maybe a roll dodge into a Ball of Lightning, into a Dark Deal. That's how you get your health up. This basically replaces the Rally Burst heal. The Dark Conversion mode. Okay, so yeah, I would say Crit Surge. This is another preference thing, but I would say Crit Surge over Rally. I'm sitting at, let's see, what's our crit chance? I'm sitting at 32%. So, you're getting the heal often enough to make this worth it. So moving on. Crystal Weapon. By the way, I love Crystal Weapon. I discovered it and it's amazing. So let me just show Crystal Weapon real quick and how I use it. So Crystal Weapon's not only like on the front bar offensive. I don't know if there's an ad around, but what I want to show is that you can actually use Crystal Weapon and then go onto the back bar and light attack while you buff. Let's pretend there's an enemy, right? Light attack in between every single buff. You can even go back to the front bar, reapply it, and keep buffing up. What that's going to do is it's going to give your light attacks on the back bar even that much more, a little bit of DPS, provide a little bit of extra pressure even from the back bar, and then when you're ready, obviously go in again with Crystal Weapon. Dizzying Swing into Crystal Weapon. But yeah, I thought that was pretty neat, pretty nifty. Didn't realize you could do that with Crystal Weapon with this ability, but it's almost reminds me of kind of like the Warden Shock or the Necro Bones, right? You can cast that and then you can go to the back bar. Alright, so moving on. Crystal Weapon, Camo Hunter, Execute, and Dawnbreaker. Champion points. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the passives and then I'll show you how to get them. My passives I was using today was Untamed Aggression. It's just weapon damage. Resilience. Duelist rebuff. This is minus single target damage taken. And reduced AoE damage taken. This is kind of a preference thing. You could probably put increased damage done of some sort. Like you could probably put the single target damage one, Deadly Aim. But me personally, I feel like I already have enough damage. And usually I'm taking on outnumbered situations. So those Warden Shocks and those Necroblast Bones, they do a lot of damage. This is going to help mitigate that. So in my opinion, I went ahead and went with that. That one and the Duelist rebuff. I'm not too worried about damage over time because I feel like my heals will be better than their dots most of the time. So I don't feel the need to invest in it. Okay, so those are the passives for the blue one. Here's what's important for the blue tree. What's important is that you have enough to obviously get your passives. So for instance, the reduced damage for single and AoE, you're going to have to start off with this one right here, max stam. So you put 10, right? Just to open it up. Then you put like maybe another 10 into this just to unlock your two passives. I'm speaking in terms of people who have limited CP right now. What you could do. Okay, so you want to get 50 into these two. Go ahead and slot them. And then what you want to do is you want to focus in on the other passives too. So let me go ahead and just show that. Crit resist is right here in this one, sorry. You want to put 50 right here in this one. Go up and slot it, and then get enough to slot the last one too, which is Untamed Aggression. And that's just off to the side. So you don't have to like go into the tree. That one's off to the side. Now, here's the point I want to make. You want to put as many points as you can into this purple one, because you don't have to slot these two. You just get them for putting points into them. And both of these are damage mitigation CP passives. So this is like reduced physical, poison, disease, and bleed damage. Reduced basically all magic damage. you want to max these out first, if you can. All right, then you come up here and then you end up maxing out whatever it is you're doing. So me, I'm stamina. I want to put into martial and mighty, basically physical damage. So if you can max it out there, you do that. And then finally, if you've got some points left over, put them into blessed. Okay, moving on to the red tree. Passives, we've got Rejuvenation, Juggernaut, Survival Instincts, and Strategic Reserve. So health recovery for every 10 ultimate. This one is cost reduct whenever you got a status effect on you, which is like all the time. Juggernaut. Juggernaut is just reduced damage taken after you get stunned. And then Rejuve is pretty self-explanatory. Same thing, same concept with the red tree. Defiance, Tumbling, Mystic Tenacity, Hero's Vigor, Hasty, Sprinter, Tireless Guardian, and Nimble Protector. All these you don't have to slot. So when you're done spending your points getting your passives, which is the most important thing, then go ahead and dump the rest of the points in these things that you don't have to slot. Okay, and then green one, I'll just go ahead and do the green one real quick. This is kind of really up to you. The passives I find helpful for PvP somewhat is the one that gets rid of your stam cost outside of combat. Steed's Blessing for sure, 100%. Get this one. Yeah, definitely. Increases your movement speed outside of combat. It's almost sad when you don't have it anymore. Like when you go to no CP, you definitely feel this one. Liquid Efficiency. This is where you just have a chance to not consume your potion, and then increased mount speed. This one's nice. Trying to catch up to somebody who's trying to run away. So there you go. There's the Cyrodiil non-proc Stamina Sorcerer build. Hope you enjoy it. Catch the streams. And I'll see you on the next one.